we get x is equal to -1. So this we see here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at 0, y is -2, and at -1, y is 0. Now, when you join these 2 points like this, so you get this line, y is equal to -2x minus 2. Now, if you take the reciprocal of this, that is 1 by gx, that will be 1 by -2x minus 2. So when the denominator is becoming 0, as we know here, we have already done this, that when x is equal to -1, when the denominator 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to -1. So -1, this function is not defined. 1 by gx is not defined at x is equal to -1. So when we plot this graph of 1 by gx, so -1, it is not defined. So this is a vertical asymptote at -1. Further, this is a reciprocal function. So if you remember reciprocal function, in the previous class, we did this one. A simple function, y is equal to x, and its reciprocal function, y is equal to 1 by x. So this we did in the last class. Now here, if you want to find this reciprocal function, one thing is clear, that the asymptote is not the y-axis, but this dotted line, this vertical line, where x is becoming -1. So it is shifted. Plus one more thing is there, that the coefficient of x here is negative, -2x. Here the coefficient of x is positive. So it will be mirror image about the x-axis. So it will be like this. So the graph would be something like this, of 1 by -2x minus 2. So they have drawn this graph at in the same plane. So they have drawn x is equal to -1 here. This point is the 0 of gx, and this would be like this, that this graph is. And also see, at x is equal to 0, you are getting -1/2, right? So this graph will be something like this. So this is the graph, which is the first one, which is being shown. Can you see that graph and match with this?
Yes, sir. It's almost the same.
Okay. So you can write till here.
Okay.
Start from here.
Sir, so what exactly are we doing in this? Why are we finding the reciprocal?
To plot the graph of reciprocal function, because that is a rational function, no? And the topic is rational function. So first we draw the graph of the polynomial function, then we took its reciprocal, that will become the rational function.
So do we have to find the roots of the reciprocal?
Yeah, the roots of the reciprocal is basically x is equal to -1 here, where y is equal to 0. This we already did this here. So I have separately also found it here, because if you can't connect it from here, then you can see here.
Okay. Um, so then y will be what?
Y is -2x minus 2. This is 1 by y. The graph which we have plotted is 1 by y.
Okay, so the reciprocal is always y.
No, here it is given y.
Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, over there it said y equals 1 by x. In the last class we did.
Yeah, there it was different. There they separately write y is equal to x and y is equal to 1 by x.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is yeah, understood.
Here also it should not be get confused. Let us call it as y as 1 by gx. Don't get confused. This is 1 by gx, which is y. So since you are drawing the graph on y-axis, no? So you have
Yeah.
draw for y only. Should I scroll down?
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, done, sir. So what is the, sorry, what is the other one? The other graph on the left side? Sorry, sir. So I think you're mute.
Oh, sorry, something happening. Not getting cursor was not moving.
Okay,
So
okay.
this is the same graph which we did in the last class.
Yeah, that's the same. So, oh, you just redrew the graph.
Yeah, just I
Okay, okay,
wanted
I
to
got it.
make you connect. Like I wanted to tell you this, that if you see this graph, y is equal to 1 by x is positive here, right? This is positive.
Yes, sir.
Positive means above the x-axis. So its reciprocal is also above the x-axis. Now, if you see, this is below the x-axis because its reciprocal is below the x-axis. Similarly, here you can see that one graph, one part is below the x-axis. This part is below the x-axis. So its reciprocal is also below the x-axis. We are not drawing like this, that this is like this and this is going like this. So this is wrong. And if you see the portion which is above the x-axis, then this is also above the x-axis.
Okay.
Can we move further?
Yes, sir.
Another graph they took is hx is y equal to minus x square plus 4. So here also what we do, we first equate it to 0 and see that x square is coming out to be 4. So x is equal to plus minus 2. These are two critical points, plus 2 and minus 2. Now there are three regions. So if you factorize this, this will be minus of x square minus 4. That will be minus of x minus 2 into x plus 2. So if you see the third region, it will be negative because it is a minus sign outside. So the graph would be something like this. It will go negative, positive, then negative. So this is the graph of minus x square plus 4. Have you understood this?
Um,
As we were plotting polynomial graph, factorizing it, this is quadratic. We factorized it, found its zeros, 2 and minus 2. When you we plotted them, there are three region, 1, 2, 3 region. Rightmost region will be negative because the coefficient is negative here, and then positive, then negative.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you see the reciprocal function of this, that is 1 by hx, that is y is equal to 1 by minus x square plus 4. So again, the denominator is 0. This is the denominator here. This is the denominator. It is 0 at x is equal to plus minus 2. So at x is equal to 2, you have asymptote, and x is equal to minus 2. You have another asymptote. And if you draw the graph, you can see that this portion is below the x-axis. So it will be like negative. Then this portion is above the x-axis. So this will be positive. This portion is below the x-axis. So it will be negative. And you can find this point where it is cutting the y-axis. So x is equal to 0. When you put x is equal to 0 here, y is equal to 1 by 4. This point is 0, 1 by 4. And here if you will find this point, when x equal to 0, this is 4. Now if you combine both the graphs in one, what will happen? You have one graph which is of minus x square plus 4, which is like this, 2 minus 2, and this is 4. Let us write the coordinates, 0, 4, 2, 0, minus 2, 0. And if you talk about the another graph, it's reciprocal graph. This is passing through 2, 0. 2, 0. This is minus 2, 0. So it would be like this, and this would be like this, and this would be like this. This point is 0, 1 by 4. So can you match this graph which is given in there?
Yeah, it's almost the same. Yeah, it's the same, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So now you can plot this.
It's a, but I didn't understand this one. So
This
first,
second one.
yeah, this one.
So first of all, we see the asymptotes. Asymptotes are those lines where the denominator is 0. So denominator is 0 at 2 and minus 2. So these two vertical lines are there, right?
Yeah.
Now what you observe, let us talk about between minus 2 and 2. -2 and 2, this is the graph, original graph of the polynomial. Now, if you want to draw the graph of the reciprocal one, so when it will be 0, the reciprocal will be infinity. Here also 0, it will be infinity. As this graph will increase, the reciprocal will decrease, and then it will go above like this. Or reciprocal nature is, na? It is increasing and decreasing. This is decreasing and increasing. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Similarly, if we come to after 2, after 2, the graph is like this. So it is decreasing. So reciprocal will start from, this is from 0 to minus infinity. So it will start from minus infinity to 0. It is a reciprocal. Similarly, here it is going from 0 to minus infinity. So it will start from minus infinity to 0.
Okay, so
Got it?
yeah.
Start writing from here.
So can you scroll down?
Is it okay, Satya? Should I scroll up or it is okay?
No, no, this is fine. This is fine. It's okay. So how do we get 0 and 4?
By putting x is equal to 0, no? Minus x square plus 4. This is y. When we take the function a minus x square plus 4 hx function. So when you put x is equal to 0,
So
you
then
get y is equal to
how do
4.
we get 0?
You put x is equal to 0. No, this is origin, the x-axis. So at x-axis, at origin, x is equal to 0. So on y-axis, if you take any point, its x coordinate is 0.
Yeah,
You put
yes,
x is
sir.
equal to 0, you get y4. And in
Okay.
y is equal to 1 by minus x square plus 4, when you put x is equal to 0, you get y is equal to 1 by 4. So on the y-axis, you get point 1 by 4 and 4 for those two functions. On x-axis, you put y is equal to 0 and you get the value of x for x minus x square plus 4. You put y equal to 0, get x as plus minus 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever we take point on y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. Whenever we take point on x-axis, we take y coordinate is 0. From that, we decide the point.
Okay. Yeah, done, sir.
Okay, now you can share. Yeah, yes, Satya. Next slide.
Sorry, sir. Yeah.
If a function is even, then the reciprocal of that function is also even. If function is odd, then the reciprocal of that function is also odd. So if we talk about even and odd function, so if we remember even function, so it is a function of this form. F of minus x is equal to f of x. Odd function is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So if you talk about a function example, fx is equal to x square,
Yes,
then
sir.
f of minus x is equal to minus x whole square. That will be x square, which is f of x. So what we observe that this function f of x is equal to x square is an even function because f of minus x is same as f of x. Whereas if we take an example like this, that f of x is equal to x cube, then what will happen that f of minus x is equal to minus x cube. Now cube does not absorb the sign, a square absorb the sign. Minus x cube will be minus x cube, minus will come outside. So this is minus of f of x. So what we observe here that f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So minus is coming outside. So fx is equal to x cube is such type of function, whereas fx is equal to x square is absorbing the minus sign. F of minus x is actually f of x. So this is even function, this is odd function. Even if you draw the graph of even function, what we observe, for example, x square, the graph is like this. That is mirror image about y-axis. It is mirror image about y-axis. And odd function like x cube, if you see, the graph is like this. This is mirror image about origin. So this is what we observe about even and odd function. Now the above graphs, if we observe the first one, let us see. That is not this one, instead this one. This graph if you observe. So this graph, if I draw it again below, this graph is like this. You have already drawn it. This is like this. And then like this. This x is equal to minus 2 is an asymptote. And x is equal to 2 is also an asymptote. This is x dash. This is y dash. This is origin. So this is 0, 1 by 4. So can you tell me whether it is an even function, an odd function, or none of them? It may be possible it is none of them, nor neither mirror image about y-axis nor origin. So can you tell me about this?
So this one will be. So if it's even, it'll be even, right?
Yeah, it will be even. So because as you can see that if you draw the graph on the right side of the y-axis, this is the graph. And if you take the mirror image about the y-axis, this is y-axis, and you take the mirror image about the y-axis, you will find that this graph and this line and this part, this is exactly the mirror image about the y-axis. This is what the graph is. So this graph is an even function. So what is important here, they were saying that if a function is an even function or odd function, if a function is even, then its reciprocal function is also even. Like as you can see here, the function, original function was, this is the reciprocal function. The polynomial function was this. If you remember, this was going like this, like this, like this, like this. So this is also an even function. This function is also an even function. This is also mirror image about the y-axis, isn't it so?
Yeah.
Okay. This function is like this, that if you draw this part, what you can do, you can take the mirror image on this part. So both functions were reciprocal function of each other. So it is observed that if a function is even, then its reciprocal function is also even. Also, if a function is odd, then its reciprocal function is also odd. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So this you can note down from here. Yes, we did from here.
So can you scroll down? So is the even function the one on top?
Yes, even function is both one, that is minus x square plus 4, as well as its reciprocal, 1 by minus x square plus 4. That is black one is the even function here, and the
Okay.
green one is also the even function.
Okay.
Black one is minus x square plus 4, and green one is 1 by
What
minus
about
x
odd
square.
function?
No, there is no odd function here.
Okay.
So we'll see odd function also if the questions will come. You can
Okay.
write these two statements. These are important.
Yes, sir.
If a function is even, then its reciprocal function is also even. If a function is odd, then its reciprocal function is also odd.
Yeah, done, sir.
Now you can see. How many hours today classes?
So today is 2 hours.
Okay. This first function is neither even nor odd. This function, na?
Yeah.
Because it is not uh, symmetric about the origin. It is symmetric about x is equal to -1. The second one is symmetric about the y-axis.
Okay.
Okay, it seems symmetric, but is not symmetric about the origin. So don't think that it is odd. This is neither even nor odd.
Okay.
Okay, sketch the following rational function. Would you try to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me again tell you in short the steps involved. That first you find the denominator 0. What are the points where denominator is 0? We can't take those points, and those points are actually vertical asymptotes. There you have to draw vertical asymptotes. Now you
Okay.
can draw the graph for the denominator one, that is x square minus 2x minus 3
Yeah.
by polynomial function, and then try to find its reciprocal graph. Just try this. Let's discuss after that. First you try.
Okay. So can I go use the washroom?
Yes, yes, sure.
I'll be back, sir. Just a minute. Sir, for getting, I still didn't get the zero of the denominator. How do
You
we?
have to do middle term splitting.
Okay,
X square minus 2x minus 3 is a quadratic. So you need to do middle term splitting here. This is x square minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So as we were doing earlier also.
okay, sir. Yeah.
If you get zeros, you can tell me.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Have you done middle term splitting?
Yes, sir. I got um 3 and minus 1.
X equal to 3 and minus 1. Perfect. So can you draw the graph for this polynomial that is x square minus 2x minus 3 now?
Yes, sir. I'll do it this time. So it'll have 3 regions, right?
Yeah, three regions. So we plot 3 here, we plot minus 1 here, and we will draw the graph. So it is also not too difficult to draw. It is simply like if you already factorize it, x minus 3 into x plus 1. So rightmost region will be coefficient is x square coefficient is
The coefficient
yeah the third region. What will be above the x-axis or below the x-axis?
below, right?
Why it will be below?
Uh,
So many days we have been doing this. It is almost like the coefficient here of x square or the factored form is positive, right?
yeah.
So if the coefficient is positive, it is above the x-axis. No? In the above case, which we are doing this work, we started with three regions. This was negative because it was minus x square plus 4. It was
Okay.
minus outside. It was minus outside. No, minus x square. Coefficient of x square was negative. So it started with negative 1. If coefficient of it, the higher term is positive, then we start from positive 1 above the x-axis.
Okay.
So I think we are doing it for quite a long time. So you should remember this one. This is how we do this one.
So
Now, how can we know this point, the y-axis?
putting x as 0
Yeah. So what we will get?
will be 0. No, x. Uh, x as 0. We'll get -3.
Yeah. So it is minus. And these points are 3 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0. So this is the graph of x square minus 2x minus 3. Now they are saying to draw the graph of minus 2 by, it was minus 2, na, right?
Yeah.
This one. So how will you do that? So this is uh, not simply 1 by x square minus 2x minus 3. If it was like that, you could have simply proceeded as we did in the above one. So they have done some changes here. They have put minus 2 in the numerator. So if we put minus 2 there, so it will be 1 by px is equal to this one. So should I do it or you will try?
I'll try, sir.
Okay.
So won't this turn into x square minus 2x minus 3 by 2 if it's the reciprocal?
X square minus 2x minus 3 by,
Minus 2, because if it's the reciprocal.
yes, yes.
So, and then we'll solve, right?
Yeah, you can do that way also. That is also a good way. That you first have drawn x square minus 2x minus 3, then do for x square minus 2x minus 3 by minus 2. So now if you want to draw for x square minus 2x minus 3 by minus 2,
It'll be the opposite, right?
yeah, it will be basically what you are doing. That minus sign you can even write in the numerator. So what will happen that since we studied the graphs already, the transformation of graphs, so the output is being halved. The output is getting halved. One thing is that. Another it is minus. So it will be mirror image about the x-axis. So the graph would be like this. Like if you see the above graph and if you draw this graph, this graph is for this one. And if you want to draw for this one, what will happen? That you take half of it and take the mirror image. So if you take minus 1 here and 3 here, mirror image about x-axis you will take. So it will be like this. And you have to half the output. So if the mirror image of 0 comma minus 3 is 0 comma 3, you will have 0 comma 3 by 2. So this is minus 1 still, and this is 3 still. X is not changing. So this will be minus of x square minus 2x minus 3 by 2. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Now this 1 by px is reciprocal of this. So now you have to draw the reciprocal of this one, not above black one. From black one, you draw this green one. From green one, now you draw the reciprocal.
So is that it? Is this the final answer?
Yes. Yes,
Is
Satya.
this the final? Is this the final answer?
No, this is the function, polynomial function graph. Now you have to find the reciprocal graph.
Isn't this the reciprocal graph?
Why is it the reciprocal graph? Reciprocal is this one, 1 by px.
So didn't we
Here,
already
here three steps are involved. We have not done the reciprocal. We have divided by -2. It does not mean reciprocal. X square minus 3 minus, it was x square minus 2x
minus
minus
2x?
3. Isn't this x square minus 2x minus 3? From
Yeah.
there, we draw the graph of x square minus 2x minus 3 by -2. That we write it like this. Is this reciprocal of this?
So, but isn't it the reciprocal of the whole?
Tell me, is this the
No.
reciprocal? Is this now 1 by x square minus 2x minus? So this is called reciprocal.
Yes,
This
sir.
you are multiplying with minus half. You are multiplying x square minus 2x minus 3 with minus half. So this is not the reciprocal of it, right?
Yeah.
So you have done this because you have to draw finally the graph of -2 by x square minus 2x minus 3. Now this is the reciprocal of this,
So, but
which we
isn't the
want.
polynomial given first?
Yeah, this is the polynomial with which we started. Then we change this polynomial to another polynomial because the required graph which we have to sketch is not the reciprocal of this one. It is reciprocal of another polynomial. So from this polynomial, we draw this polynomial. Now from this polynomial, we draw this reciprocal rational function. It is not a polynomial anymore. It is a rational function. If it was like x square minus 2x minus 3, and you have to draw the graph of 1 by x square minus 2x minus 3, then what you would have done, that x square minus 2x minus 3 you have drawn here like this. This is x square minus 2x minus 3. And what you would have done, you took this as an asymptote. You would have taken this as an asymptote. You would have drawn this one. You would have drawn this one. You would have drawn this one. This is the reciprocal. But we have not drawn the reciprocal of this. We have multiplied this polynomial by minus half. Then we have to draw its reciprocal. We have done only one step. Another step is still required. Are you getting it?
So, but isn't like, so the first y equals -2 x square minus 2x
Where
minus
is
3x
minus 2x? It is x square only. Y equal to
minus
x.
2
Okay.
by x square minus 2x minus 3. That's the first polynomial rational function given, right?
Yes. This
So,
graph you have to draw.
okay, so isn't the reciprocal of this x square minus 2x minus 3 by -2?
Yeah, it is the reciprocal of that.
So, isn't that the final step?
So we have drawn the graph of x square minus 2x minus 3 by -2.
Yeah.
Now we have to draw the reciprocal graph.
So this is not the reciprocal graph.
You yourself are saying now that we have to draw the graph of this one. This graph we need to draw now. 1 by px minus 2 by x square minus 2x minus 3.
So this is not the reciprocal
Of what?
of the. So isn't this the reciprocal of? 1 minute.
Just see this. Try to understand.
So isn't this the reciprocal?
What of what? The reciprocal of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't it
this
the
is
reciprocal?
reciprocal of this. This is reciprocal of this. This is reciprocal of this. Correct. So this green graph, this graph is graph of which function?
Of this.
Yes, but which function graph you want to draw?
of this one.
Yeah. So you have to still find the reciprocal, no? Reciprocal graph. Plot the reciprocal graph.
Okay.
Plot.
Yes, sir.
Above one you have written, na?
Yeah, the other ones I've written.
Should we discuss, Sathya?
Okay, sir.
So nothing more is left here. I'm drawing the graph of the reciprocal function now. So what you have to do, as we were doing earlier, the points -1 and 3 will act as the asymptote for the reciprocal function, right?
Yeah.
And if you draw this graph, you can just see this region. First talk about this region. This is from 0 to some value high, then down to 0. That means its reciprocal graph will be like from infinity to some value low to infinity. So where it will cut? So reciprocal of 0 comma 3 by 2 is 0 comma 2 by 3. Here it is from 0 to minus infinity. So we will start from minus infinity to 0. Here it is minus infinity to 0. So here we will start from 0 to minus. So this will be the reciprocal graph, which is the final answer.
Okay.
If you want to draw both the graphs in the same one, so you can draw it like this, that it is the graph. This is this one, this is this one. This is 0 comma 2 by 3. And that one was the polynomial function was like this. 0, 3/2 reciprocal value. This is 1, this is 3, this is origin, and another part of this reciprocal rational function is this one and this one. So this graph is the reciprocal graph and blue one is the polynomial graph. This is -1. Let's do it. We'll come to the next question so that we will complete this set of slides today.
1 minute, sir. See, I'll just write this down.
Okay.
Sir, so should we only take the reciprocal of the denominator?
What type of questions are you asking, Sathya? If it is being given that you have to find a function, so first you draw the denominator of that function if it is a polynomial function. Then you take its reciprocal. You don't take the reciprocal of the denominator. You actually see what the question is. Now, if it is like -2 by x square minus 2x minus 3. So, yeah, right. You can assume for now that in such cases, you take the reciprocal of the denominator. That is, you take the denominator one in the reciprocal as a polynomial and draw that graph. Then you change that polynomial into the reciprocal of the given function and then draw the reciprocal function.
Okay.
We'll come to next question. I hope that will make you more clear.
Yeah.
You have done advanced calculus and then you are getting stuck in such things. You have done limits, you have done asymptotes, you have done point of inflection, increasing, decreasing, maxima, minima.
Yeah, done, sir.
Okay. Next slide. Yeah. So here the story is same story is there. Only thing is that it is cubic in the denominator. So here you don't have to apply 3 steps. It will be in 2 steps only because the cubic polynomial you will draw and you'll just take the reciprocal. There is no -2, -3, -4. So you will draw the x into x minus 2 into x plus 2 and then you will take its reciprocal. So would you like to try or should I do it?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
So can I write it in the normal form, in the x cube form?
No, why? It is already factorized. You have to anyways find the zeros. It is easy
So
to
will it
find
just be
zero.
plus -2?
Plus -2 and
0.
0. There are 3 zeros. So how many regions are there?
4.
4 regions. The rightmost region will be positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, because the coefficient is positive. So alternately, it will change from positive, negative, positive, negative. So all done. Now just you have to draw it. So draw it.
Okay.
So polynomial graph you just draw. Then we'll see the reciprocal graph. Have you done for the polynomial one?
Yes, sir.
So can you draw a sketch here?
Yeah.
Two zero minus two. Perfect. Now you have to draw the yeah. Name. What will be the asymptotes for the reciprocal one
2 and -2.
and zero?
So, but that's 0, right?
At zero also the denominator will become zero. So it will become undefined. So y-axis is also a asymptote. That means y-axis.
So,
A line passing through -2 parallel to y-axis, a line y-axis, and a line passing through 2 parallel to y-axis. These three lines are the asymptote. Wherever you see the denominator 0, the reciprocal function is having the asymptote.
okay.
To draw the asymptotes, and y-axis is the asymptote, so don't make it dotted. Y-axis is y-axis also or asymptote also. Now you draw the polynomial function.
It's like this.
No, first draw the polynomial function. That will help you in drawing the reciprocal function. Otherwise, you will not be able to think. The one you have drawn just now, erased it. Yeah, perfect. Anyways, now I'm drawing it a little in a better manner. Just erase it. So you would be able to draw the reciprocal one. I'm drawing with a different color. So this goes like this, goes like this, goes like this, goes like this, something like this. Let me draw it in a better way so that it will be easy for you. Yeah. Now you have to draw the reciprocal function.
So will this be the reciprocal?
This does not mean that these lines are the asymptote. If it is passing through these points, asymptote means this is tangent at infinity. How do we draw the asymptotes? How do we draw the reciprocal? We have seen above, just see above. We have drawn here also. We have drawn here also. All these cases.
Okay. Maybe something like this.
No. So if you want to draw the asymptote, no. Let us see at -2. -2, what is, let us talk about this region. In this region, what is the behavior of the graph? It is starting from -2, where it is 0, to some maximum value, then again coming to 0. So what can be said about the reciprocal function in this region?
Sure, so will it pass through the 0 or
No, I'm talking only about in this region. What is the
will it
reciprocal of a value which is approaching 0? Yeah, infinity. It will start from infinity. It will come to some very low value.
be like this?
Yeah, like this. So it would be like this. So if we just you erase this and make little better, like this. What about next region? This region?
Will it be the same?
No, it is below the x-axis. No, it is negative.
Okay, so it'll be
So
like this.
reciprocal of negative will be negative. Yeah. Can you erase this?
Yep.
This will be the next one. What about rightmost region? This one?
It'll be like this.
Yeah, correct. And leftmost region?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the reciprocal graph. That is going like this. This one, and then this one, and then this one. These are the asymptotes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So this is a better way to interact. I thought there was not this type of method. So now it will be more helpful to understand each other.
So can you scroll up?
You have to erase this also, otherwise this drawing will keep
Okay,
counting.
so I'll draw the drawing first and then I'll Yeah. So can you scroll up? So can you scroll up? I think there's more before this. So is that it? Is that only one graph? Say you mute.
Yeah, you can draw this one graph. This includes both of them, the changed polynomial and the reciprocal one. So now you are getting some idea.
Yeah.